Many people ask this question, who is an Arya? Aryan and Dravidian, there is always, especially in the south, they make this classification or bifurcation saying that Dravidians were existed in this Bharata Desha or Bharata Vamsha since time immemorial, and Aryans have come at the later period of time, and they say from the Greece they have come, and the other opinion is from the north of India they have come. That is utterly false. This word Arya, Lord Krishna uses in Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter. Kutastva kashmalamidam vishame samupastitam anarya dushtamasvargyam akirtikaram Arjuna. Krishna says, Arjuna, the way you are behaving now is like akirtikaram, anaryam. So it is not the way how an Arya behaves. So then what exactly is Arya? So if Arjuna's behavior is against the nature of Arya, so Arya is a Samskrita Purushaha. Arjuna's behavior is Asamskrita Purushaha. Prakrita Purushaha is Arjuna's behavior. That means what? He is not following his Swadharma. So whoever doesn't follow their Swadharma, according to Dharma Shastra, he is called Anaryam. So in one of the Smriti, there is a Nirvachanam, the definition for the word Arya. Kartavyam acharam karma, akartavyam anacharam, tishtatif prakritachare, savaha Arya iti smruta. Who is called an Arya according to Dharma Shastra angle? Kartavyam acharam karma. The one who follows his Swadharma based on his Varnashrama, he is called an Arya. Kartavyam acharam karma, you can understand. Akartavyam anacharam. The tishtatif prakritachare, savaha, all those people, savaha, Arya iti smrita. The one who is established in his Swadharma is called as Arya. The one who is not established is called Anarya. That is what Arjuna did. So from Dharma Shastra angle we know who is an Arya. The one who practices his Swadharma is an Arya. This is also okay. Vedanta talks very well on the word called Arya. In Viveka Chudamani, Adi Shankaracharya takes up this topic. He says the one who knows his own Swarupa as Atma Tattvam is Arya. See how nicely he has spoken. Somewhere around 360 or 370 shloka, I think. After 360 this shloka will come. I am not sure about the number. Ativa sukshmam paramatma tattvam nastula drushtya pratipattu marhati samadhinatyanta susukshma vritya jnatavyamaryaihi. See? Jnatavyamaryaihi atishuddha buddhibhihi. So this Atmajnanam ativa sukshmam. It is not available for gross mind. It is not available for a person who is not dharmic, who is not a Samskrita Purusha, Samskara Purusha. Asamskara Purushaha is a gross mind. The person who is very grossified in his behavior. Stula. Ativa sukshmam paramatma tattvam. Na stula drushtya pratipattu marhati. You cannot think about this Atma Tattvam with your gross mind. The mind which is full of Arthakama can never think of Vedanta or the Atma. Not even Punya Papa. Ativa sukshmam paramatma tattvam nastula drushtya pratipattu marhati. Then what do you need? Which mind it is required to understand Atma Tattvam? Samadhinatyanta susukshma vritya. A subtle thought is required. With a thought where it is generated in the mind. Which mind? Samadhina. A mind which is totally absorbed. The mind which is introvert. Samadhina susukshma vritya. This is called Arya. Or this person who has this kind of a tendency is called an Arya. Jnatavyamaryaihi atishuddha buddhibhihi. A pure mind or a pure antakarana. Antakarana means the faculty, buddhi. The one who can appreciate this subtle knowledge of Advaita Vedanta, he is an Arya at the Vedanta level. At the Karmakanda level, it is following the Swadharma. These are the two differences. Now, we should clearly know Arya is not a racial thing who came from outside India or in India from a different part of the Pradesha. Arya is a person who has a pure mind and who can appreciate Dharma and Vedanta. Brahma and Dharma, who can understand, is called an Arya.